Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Hey, I'm Eric Lima here. You are watching another episode of WEML-TV, Channel 77, episode 416, July the 27th, 2021, 10:49 p.m. This will be my final video of the day, because this is my fourth and final video of the entire day. I've been doing videos like crazy and whatnot, and everything else in between. Well, NXT just got over not too long ago, and I am very, very pleased about what is happening on NXT. And I figured I'd give you the rundown, the breakdown, the NXT Event Center for the 27th of July, and this will be the first NXT in 10 years on SyFy. That's right, because I think this week and next week NXT will be on SyFy due to the Olympics. So just remember, just bear that in mind. If you say, "Oh, I didn't see NXT tonight. What happened to it?" Go to SyFy. All right. So here we go. Let's go first to the tag team matchup: Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher versus Pete Dunne, Oney Lorcan. And we knew this matchup was going to be a barn burner brawl, and it was until Ridge Holland made the difference, returning, taking out Thatcher, and then that gives Pete Dunne and Oney Lorcan the victory over Ciampa and Thatcher. And then the post-match attack continued, and Ridge Holland is a very, very vicious individual. I've not seen him since he recuperated from injury, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, a lot of fun. And then Carmelo Hayes was talking about the breakout tournament when he faces Josh Briggs in the first round of the tournament. The winner of that match will face Duke Hudson in the second round, as Duke Hudson upended Ike Manjiro. So there's that. Samoa Joe arrived at CWC full of P&V, if you know what I mean. He is angry. And Hit Row addressed Legado del Fantasma and Imperium, their opponents Imperium, tonight. And I like Hit Row, man. Hit Row is one team you do not want to mess with, and Legado del Fantasma. We'll learn that the hard way. Samoa Joe heads to the ring, gets up a chair, sets up a chair and table, and some kind of contract. Because usually when you hold an NXT logo in some kind of folder, there's some kind of contract. He asked Mr. Regal to head to the ring. Mr. Regal was not very pleased. He's like, well, he goes, "Listen, I know what Karrion Kross did to you. I know you want to fire him, but I got a better solution. First things first, with a three-step process. 1, I resign as part of NXT management. 2, if you sign off on this, I want to be back as an active competitor on the NXT roster. And 3, there was a third step, that he wanted to make a match. He said, "I want a match against Karrion Kross for the NXT Championship." Willie Regal signed on that. So there's 2 matches that will be happening in NXT TakeOver. It is the NXT title on the line. Karrion Kross defends against Samoa Joe, and the NXT UK title on the line, Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. So William Regal signed off on all 3 steps. Ready to go. And then Josh Briggs had it as the breakout tournament promo. And then Cameron Grimes go golfing. This is the most hilarious segment ever. How long you want me to wash your balls, mister? Cameron Grimes is the funniest dude in the world, man. I tweeted, when we get him and R-Truth together, I'd say put him, R-Truth, Matt Riddle, Big E, and Santino Morella as a Survivor Series team. Watch the comedy ensue. You're gonna be kidding. LA Knight is freaking hilarious. I mean, Cameron Grimes is freaking hilarious. How long do you want me to wash your bowels, Mr. LA Knight freaking out. Shut up. I can't talk. I can't say it. I can't say the word balls without laughing so hard. How long do you want me to wash your bowels, Mr. Knight? Cameron Grimes is the funniest person I've ever seen in NXT. I love Cameron Grimes. He's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh. High octane hilarity with Cameron Grimes. I say you put him on the main roster. Let's team up with R-Truth and Matt Riddle. Rick Boogs is pretty funny too. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my god. Oh. Oh, how long you want me to wash your balls, Mr. How are they? They're fine. It's fine. Anyways, so Cameron Grimes is acting as LA Knight's caddy, and they had the first round breakout tournament matchup between Carmelo Hayes and Josh Briggs, and Carmelo, and Duke Hudson was color commentary because he's scouting his next opponent, and it will be Carmelo Hayes in the semifinals against Duke Hudson. So the winner of the final match between Joe Gacy and Trey Baxter will face Odyssey Jones in the second in the semifinals. And the winners of these two matches will face each other in probably the tournament finals, possibly NXT TakeOver 36. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Frankie Monet, Jessica May, and Robert Stone. And then Frankie Monet saying that she wants to make Jesse a star, and she says she'll join up or merge them together. We don't know what they meant by that. So, anyways, Team KC, that will be Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter, interrupted them and said, we've been a team for a long time. This isn't it. So, they're having a match later on. Then, LA Knight and Cameron Grimes continue their golfing expedition, and LA Knight hits one in the water. LA Knight tells Cameron Grimes to go get it, and he goes, fine, I'll go get it. As he gets in there, Ted DiBiase drives by and has some inspirational advice for Mr. Grimes. Says, you're better than this. You're made to be a champion. Ted DiBiase giving Cameron Grimes some sage advice is really, really cool. Ted DiBiase is a very classy dude, and he's totally awesome. Cameron Grimes should listen to Mr. Ted DiBiase. Cameron, we're rooting for you, buddy. Ridge Holland, Oney Lorcan, and Pete Dunne were in an interview, but Ridge Holland didn't want, says, I do whatever I want. That's just the beginning. So why he appeared and took out Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa? He says that was just the beginning. Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai were entering the ring and addresses the women's division, saying that she's beaten about everybody who is woman enough to step up to the plate against Raquel Gonzalez. Dakota Kai's been asking. And then, as they were celebrating out in the middle of the ring, Dakota Kai kicked Raquel Gonzalez in the face, and she holds the NXT title as Raquel was laid out and saying, I'm that woman, and Dakota Kai just walked out. It seems like a betrayal, and plus, I think Dakota Kai wants to be the NXT Women's Champion. That is going to be interesting, to say the least. So Adam Cole addresses Bronson Reed after Reed's interview with Wade Barrett last week, and saying that he'll beat Bronson Reed in the matchup. Zoe Stark, Io Shirai always was trained by herself. Zoe Stark says, you don't have to do that. We're partners. We're women's tag team champions. But she said, I respect you, but I don't like you. I said, listen, we're a partnership. We're just got to make this work. We're going to hang out. We're going to make this work. You won't regret it. And then Io's like, okay, fine. So you got that going. Then Mandy Rose was caught talking to Gigi Jolin and JC Jane, and Mandy Rose is like, "Get out of here, cameraman." And the team of Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro faced Frankie Monet and Jessica Maya. And during the matchup, Robert Stone threw his man purse right at Frankie Monet, distracting her. But in the end, Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter took advantage of it and won the matchup. And apparently, Frankie Monet is not happy with Robert Stone. Robert Stone needs to go. I wonder if this works. And then they had Diamond Mine's Malcolm Bibbins and Roderick Strong sitting down and talking to Wade Barrett. And then they announced that next week, former Undisputed Era teammates Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong will face each other in a matchup. It says after you lose, it's over. And then they had a recap of the NXT UK title match situation for TakeOver. And as William Regal and DX were talking about it, and that match was made official for NXT TakeOver 36. So there were two matches happening in NXT TakeOver. The NXT Championship match between Karrion Kross and Samoa Joe, and now the NXT UK title, Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. And Dakota Kai was interviewed about why she did what she did, but did she end up taking off with a smile on her face out of the TWC? Imperium went one-on-one with the Imperium in a tag match against Hit Row, and that will be Ashante Diadonis and Top Dollar to represent that team. And Legado del Fantasma caused a lot of shenanigans. They came out and cost Hit Row the matchup. And Cameron Grimes and LA Knight still... actually, before that, the way addressed why Austin Theory walked out on the way. You know, rumor has Austin Theory may end up going back up to the main roster. He was seen in a dark match teaming up with Harry Smith, the son of the British Bulldog, aka who was also known as British Bulldog Jr. So Davey Boy Smith Jr. But he's right now wrestling under his real name, Harry Smith. But then it got to the point where Indy Hartwell kept on got a gift from Dexter Lumis, and Dexter Lumis wants to join the way. And then Johnny Gargano says no. Cancel Ray says no. Is that about this? You and she says that's in a matchup. You versus Dexter Lumis. Lumis wins. He gets to see Indy Hartwell. If he loses, can't no more Dexter Lumis, no more Index. Fine. Johnny Gargano's fine. So that match is made official for next week. And a lover or loser matchup reminds me of Shane versus Test and SummerSlam 1999. And while LA Knight and Cameron Grimes were going golfing, the grizzled young veterans decided to go golfing, and they said, "Hey, well, hurry up!" They said, "You gotta go back, right?" And you know, Cameron Grimes tried to stand up for him and LA Knight, and he goes, "Oh, fine, I'll drive the ball." And they were making bets about who can drive the ball. LA Knight almost couldn't do it, and then Cameron Grimes says, "I'll give it a shot." He actually hit LA Knight in the nads. Right in the balls. Boing! Ah! And he hits the ball and got a hole in one. And then he throws, and then his LA Knight was going, and then Cameron Grimes throws the golf gloves at the Grizzly Owners. Look what they did to you! What they did to you! And LA Knight chases him away. It was hilarious, man. It was hilarious, man. It was funny. And then the main event was Bronson Reed against Adam Cole. The two had a 5-5 match, and Bronson Reed thought he had Cole beat, but his foot was under the ropes. So Bronson Reed had to keep going, but Adam Cole won with the last shot. But then after the match, Kyle O'Reilly attacks Cole with a steel chair and lots of sorts of weapons. It looks like this feud between these two is not over. I can guarantee you it's going to be a lot of craziness. Alrighty then, that's all the time we have on the show for WEML-TV channel 77. I'm going to upload this video, and then I'm going to bed. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Have a great and wonderful night. And remember, peace, love, and bless out.